right, fucking man, all right. Hello, baby. It's fucking good you came to our little party.
I had a little diary I was writing, and I wrote this morning. I said I'm pretty tired, 4 nights. It's like, yeah, a little tired and sore and feel like getting on a plane, kind of feeling. It was nice. I went to eat last night at a Italian restaurant around here, and it was about it was 1 in the morning, and we're sitting there eating, and these two young ladies, Anna and Fernanda, they were about 16 and 17 years old. They came over our table and said, hey, are you so-and-so? They went to the shows, and it was their birthday party, and their parents were there and everything, and they want to have a band, and they showed me their pictures with their guitars, like a couple of girls with cigarettes, guitar, and all this, They said, we want to be like you, and everything. It was kind of fun, it was nice, It's kind of a big question for just a little thing, I think, basically, is the way to put that. I think I think at this point it's become a sort of a giant industrial horse that a lot of people want to hang there. A lot of people want to sort of grab on and ride it to wherever they want to go. The only trouble is they all want to go in a different direction. So some people want to use it to get rich. Some people want to use it to get on TV. Some people, like the President of the United States, keeps a slogan from Fleetwood Mac on his desk and used it to sell himself to the country. So soon they will use it to direct large numbers of people to tell them what to do. That'll come soon. So it's not, it's not really something that is I feel particularly thrilled to be involved with on the industrial level. But personally, I think what it's meant to be is a kind of way for people to wiggle through the stiffness of society and life, but what's happening is that as it is co-opted by the society at large, it's becoming stiffer. If you listen to a Chuck Berry record from the 50s, you listen to the song closely as music, you'll hear a waviness in the actual playing going in and out. The Chuck will be playing on his guitar, but the drummer will be playing more, and the pianist will be playing, and the rhythms are all intertwining, and it kind of swings. If you listen to a successful hit cover by a big rock group now of a Chuck Berry song, it'll just sound like this. And probably to make that sound, they've used some sort of a machine track that you can't hear, that the drummer listens to make everything perfectly timed. So basically, as the form has matured and become more of a moneymaker and more of a social leader, it has also stiffened and lost a lot of its vigor. But that's something that goes with middle age in life. Also, it still has some good qualities to it. When I sing rock and roll, I always feel, part of me feels like I'm singing it, and part of me feels like I'm fighting against what is known as the rock and roll and the whole pile of shit, the whole ball of. That's how I feel.
I try to be a nice person and love everybody, but very often, every day, I have this feeling inside me. It's a feeling of hate. Fucking hate. And so this song is new and it's called Hate. It's about how you feel when you hate. These are the ways I feel.
records. The first two I remember are Hound Dog Elvis Presley, but more important for me, there was one called Charlie Brown, and it was by a group called the Coasters in the United States. To coast means not to try, not to work and succeed in everything, and in the 50s in the US this is a very bad word to be, right? So this group's called the Coasters, and I was in Woolworths shopping with my dad, and the song Charlie Brown is it's about a boy who hangs around in school smoking cigarettes in the auditorium and skipping his classes, and he calls the English teacher Daddy-O, which I loved because my dad's an English teacher. So I was a little kid, Dad, he'd get real, shut up, you know. And so, and it had a big fat saxophone in it, and it sounded raucous, and it had a sound of ripping something. And that's what I always liked in a lot of the very early rock and roll that I liked when I was a kid in school. Whenever it sounded like it was tearing something apart, like Louie Louie also has this sound by the Kingsmen, the distortion is a certain kind. It sounds like Cannibal and the Headhunters, Land of a Thousand Dances, also has this feel. And they were actually a street gang from L.A. that had their own band, and they played great. That's a great record. So, and then later, some of the British began imitating that, you know. But that was, yeah, Charlie Brown.
How about today? What do you listen today? You listen to?
I listen to a combination of, if I'm going to listen for pleasure, I generally listen to very old blues, New Orleans music, or I listen to what I seek out is areas of blues and country and rockabilly that I never knew about. So like, I always knew about Eddie Cochran. I always loved Eddie Cochran, you know, but I never knew about Charlie Feathers. So I got, you know, I go to these record stores, collector's stores, and I get the old records, you know, the real vinyl records, and that's my favorite thing to do. And try to, you know, like I always knew, I was always really familiar with Muddy Waters records, but I never really knew much about Lightnin' Hopkins. So I got a whole set of him, and I'm checking him out right now. So I do a lot of that, and then I listen to everything new that comes out, just all of it, because I should be aware of it. And some of it's very good, and then most of it is just crap. But that's true all the time, you know. Some of my records are not as good as others, you know. It's just the way it goes. So for now, for stuff that comes out now, I think if Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds put out a record, I always listen to it, because it's going to be inventive and something really interesting and good to listen to. I think L7's record is good. I think the songwriting is very good. Rollins, I listen to not as much, but I do listen to him. Not so much because the music's so inventive, but because he's one of the few people that's actually trying to talk directly through the music. The Beastie Boys record is very good for, they're connoisseurs of really good old rhythm and blues records. And all those riffs you hear on their records, I know where everyone comes from. Oh shit, they listened to Twine Time by Alvin Cash and the Crawlers in 1966 on, you know, Duotone Records or whatever, and they know all that stuff. And they take it, you know, the only problem I always have with that is I really like their records and they refresh me, but I always liked the originals better. You know, where they got it from, I liked even better. Which is the same thing with me with rap, is like rap. I think rap's really good has a great sense of theater and presentation, but I always know where the sample came from, and I always like the original better. So that's the kind of way I listen, and I listen to a hell of a lot of music, music that's not that's from the still ancient world. If I can hear something that's like a melody that's very old, or people beating on cans and shit, I get a lot more pleasure out of that.
Like something, I would say, more tribal.
Yeah, I listen to that music that was playing, where you hear those people going, and boom, 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 boom. That's Tuareg music from That's from sort of southern Sahara. That's the people that paint their turbans blue with indigo. They're called the blue people because they get the blue dye all over themselves.
On the face.
Yeah, yeah. That's really good music, I think. It has a vigor to it.
Something related could be with African or flamenco music.
It can be anything. Yes, the flamenco's real related. If you listen to like music from Mongolia, it sounds very much like American Delta blues music. It's a guitar kind of music. It's all related all over the world. So I like it when the music has a vigor to it and vitality and some life in it, then I like that.
Hey, what the fuck song is this, motherfucker? Come on! Dance to the beat of the living dead. Lose sleep, baby. Stay away from bed. Raw power is sure to come around to you. If you alone, got the shakes. So am I, baby, and I know what it takes. Raw power is sure to come around to you. Raw power got a man to touch. Raw power is much too much. Happiness is guaranteed. It was made for you and me. Raw power, honey, just won't quit. Raw power, I can feel it. Raw power, honey, can't be beat. Popping ass and flushing feet. Everybody's over trying to tell me what to do. Now, don't you try to tell me what to do. Look in the eyes of the savage girl. Call me the love in the underworld. Raw power, sure to come around to you. If you alone, got to feel. So am I, baby, let's get on out of here. Raw power, sure to come around to you. Raw power got a healing hand. Raw power can restore the man. Raw power, more than a soul. Got a son called rock and roll. Raw power, honey, just won't quit. Raw power, I can fucking feel it. Raw power, honey, can't be beat. Get down, just my thing. Everybody's over trying to tell me what to do. Now, don't you try to tell me what to do. Everybody's always trying to tell me what to do. Now, don't you try to tell me what to do. Ah, raw power, got no place to go. Raw power, just don't wanna know. Raw power, guaranteed OP. Raw power, laughing at you and me. That's what I wanna know. Feel it.
No, I like to paint a little bit once in a while. I'm interested in it, and at key times in my life, usually when I sort of have like some kind of crisis, like who the fuck am I? Then I paint to see. It's a way of showing myself who I am. Kind of like reverse TV. That's how I look at it. And you throw up an image from in here, throw it onto something, and then you can go, oh, I see.
Actually, there are some paintings in Cry for Love in the video. There's
Yeah, those are mine. Yeah.
About the actor part, you know, sometimes they offer you actor
Yeah.
roles like in Sid and Nancy and
Yeah.
The Color of Money. You think to keep acting, you know, you're trying to express yourself in different.
That's the idea, yeah. I mean, it started out, I'll tell you, to be honest, I can't remember how it started. It started through a couple of things. I went to see a play called True West, a Sam Shepard play, and I saw the guy, I saw the actor acting out a lot of things that I kind of felt, and I became envious that he had this tool to portray these things that I didn't have, because I would be locked more in a music, verse, chorus, a few words, and he had the tool of simple speech. Simple speech is something people understand. It's the only thing probably more universal than music, I think. I think that's a part of the strength of rap, is when a person's talking to you, you really get to know that person, you know, and it's very intimate. So I was interested, and I kind of tried to get into it a little bit, you know, and I got a couple little parts. It didn't amount to much, and I got a couple bigger parts, and that was basically, you know, what that helped a lot for. It actually helped me do better in videos, because I got more used to all the you know, clip-ons and where is the light and how many cameras are going to be on you at once, and getting more relaxed. Then I just did a thing with Tom Waits and Jim Jarmusch early this year, and that's like only 12 minutes long, and that one, it's a short called Coffee and Cigarettes, and it's me and Tom just sitting around sort of being suspicious of each other, like, you know, like trying to talk, but like, well, wait a minute, I don't know, is this guy for real, you know? And that was the first thing where I felt like I was kind of growing a little bit with it, you know? So I kind of felt pretty good about that. It's the kind of idea though I had is basically like, you know, it's just to push yourself to do something new, you know. I'm 46, and I've seen a lot of guys in my line of work. They kind of do something until they're about 22, 23, and then they just do it over and over, and I don't want to do that. I just finished a tour diary for 7 days. It's from actually it'll concern what I did here this week and a few days before in England, but it'll be mainly from Argentina here. That'll be in Q magazine sometime this fall, and it's a pretty interesting project, because, you know, when you do these things, there's an external world, and then there's your world of how you feel about everything, and also there's the stuff everybody sees, and then, you know, nobody sees me take a shower, you know, so there's a whole other side, you know, so it's interesting to play with that, you know.
I'm a real wild one, wild one, wild one. Like I'm real, real cool. I can dance like a fool. Like a message that I gotta be a wild one. Ooh yeah, I'm a wild one. I'm on the brain to use. Keep us moving wild. Keep us swinging, baby. I'm a real wild child. I'm gonna have myself a ball. Tell my friends, I'm gonna tell them all I'm a wild one.
Yeah, I really, really, really appreciated this year. I really had a really good experience, damn good experience, and I met a lot of nice people. Um, the fans that I met were real. They were really like excited and exciting, but they weren't. They didn't get up my butt either. They were really cool. It was a really cool bunch of people, and I had a really good time.
Keep it moving wild, keep it swinging, baby. I'm a real wild child. Well, I'm a wild one. Well, I'm a wild one.